Have you ever found yourself quietly wondering, do people still notice me? Am I still attractive as I get older? It's a tender question many women carry silently in their hearts. As the years go by, it's only natural to reflect on how the world sees you, especially in a culture that often glorifies youth and forgets the deeper beauty of maturity. But here's what you need to hear. You may be far more captivating than you think. In today's video, we're exploring 8 powerful signs that reveal you're a truly attractive older woman, even if you haven't fully recognized it yet. These signs have nothing to do with superficial charm or fleeting trends. They're rooted in energy, presence, elegance, and the quiet confidence that only experience can bring. And what might surprise you is how many of these signs are already unfolding in your everyday life. Stay with me until the end, because once you begin to notice these small signals, the way you see yourself and how men respond to you can shift in a beautiful and empowering way. Before we begin, if you find something meaningful in these timeless insights, please like this video. If you haven't already, subscribe and tap the bell icon so you never miss an update. And as you watch, feel free to comment. Type 1 if a sign feels true for you. Type 0 if it doesn't apply. Let's dive in. Sign number 1. Younger men seem naturally at ease around you. One subtle but powerful sign that you're an attractive older woman is when younger men feel relaxed and comfortable in your presence. You may have noticed it without thinking too much. The easy, flowing conversations, the barista who takes a moment longer at your table, the coworker who lights up when you speak, the friend's son who pays closer attention when you're around. These aren't random moments, they're clues, quiet signals of comfort, interest, and admiration. Younger men are instinctively drawn to women who carry calm energy, emotional depth, and a graceful self-assurance that many their age haven't yet developed. You don't need to prove anything, dominate a room, or show off. Your quiet strength, your ability to listen, speak with warmth, and remain composed makes them feel safe. They laugh at your humor, ask your opinion, and lean in not just physically but emotionally. And that's the real power. When a man feels emotionally at ease, he's open. And when he's open, attraction can begin to bloom. Sign number 2. You often receive compliments on your appearance or personal style. This one might catch you off guard, but if people, especially men, frequently compliment your clothing, your haircut, the way you carry yourself, or even the scent of your perfume, it means you're leaving an impression. As women mature, their style evolves into a reflection of their identity. Maybe you've refined your wardrobe over the years. Maybe your hairstyle suits you just right now. Or maybe your perfume lingers in a way that feels warm, inviting, and unforgettable. These details don't happen by accident. They're signs of a woman who values herself. And men absolutely notice. A well-dressed woman, whether in an elegant dress or a perfectly put-together casual look, carries an air of intention. It's not about being flashy, it's about being thoughtful. Your grooming, from the way you style your hair to how you take care of yourself, tells the world something meaningful. You pay attention. You care. And when a woman clearly cares about herself, men instinctively feel she could care deeply about them too. Sign number 3. Men give you lingering glances. This sign is subtle, but it carries so much weight. If you've ever noticed a man holding eye contact with you just a few seconds longer than necessary, it's not just coincidence, it's communication. Maybe it happens at the grocery store, in a coffee shop, at the gym, or even while walking down the street. You meet his eyes, and he doesn't look away right away. That pause, that's attraction. A lingering glance is one of the oldest, most instinctive ways a man expresses interest. He may not walk up and say anything, but with his eyes, he's letting you know, I see you, I feel something, I want to know more. And what draws him in isn't just your looks, it's your presence. Maybe it's the way you carry yourself, how you hold your coffee with grace, the calm in your posture, the kindness in your expression. That energy, that quiet, confident magnetism draws him in. The glance isn't just about appearance, it's about something deeper, your essence. Sign number 4. People often seek your advice or ask for help. As you get older, you might notice that others, especially men, come to you for guidance more than before. Not just for directions or small favors, but for real conversations, real support. They ask what you think about a decision they're facing, or they open up about something personal. That's not random, that's trust. When people seek your thoughts, your insight, or your comfort, it means they see you as steady, wise, and emotionally grounded. That kind of energy is deeply attractive. Younger women might bring excitement or unpredictability, but you carry lived wisdom. You've experienced love, heartbreak, healing, growth. You've nurtured others, built relationships, learned from your struggles. And that journey, that emotional resilience, shows in the way you speak, the way you listen, the way you simply show up. Men who are searching for something real, something stable, are drawn to that strength. You don't react impulsively, you respond thoughtfully. And that's magnetic, are you persuasive? That's why they're drawn to you, not just for answers, but for the feeling of being centered around you, being seen as someone who knows, not from reading or theory, but from living, is one of the most quietly magnetic qualities a woman can carry. You become someone men genuinely respect and admiration. That is one of the deepest roots of lasting love. Sign number 5. You have a confident, relaxed presence. You're not chasing attention. You don't need to be the loudest person in the room, and yet, somehow, people notice you. That's because one of the most attractive traits in a woman, especially to men, is a calm, self-assured presence. You're not trying to prove your worth, you've already proven it to yourself. That quiet confidence creates something powerful in others, a sense of ease, a feeling of trust. You don't shrink in moments of pressure. You don't seek approval. You radiate peace, steadiness, and quiet strength. And you do it without ever having to raise your voice. That kind of energy doesn't scream, it whispers. And very often, that whisper is louder than any words. When you walk into a space with your chin lifted, shoulders relaxed, and a soft ease in your steps, it sends a message that's impossible to ignore. I know who I am, and I'm at peace with her. That energy eases tension, softens defenses, and earns instant respect. And for men, especially in a world filled with noise, chaos, and superficiality, that kind of steady, feminine presence feels like fresh air. They don't just notice it, they feel it in their body. Sign number 6. You receive subtle compliments on your physical energy and fitness. This is something many older women don't fully see in themselves. You don't need a sculpted body or to run marathons to be seen as healthy and attractive. But if people, especially men, say things like, "You look amazing for your age," or "You seem so active," or even, "Wow, you carry yourself so well," those aren't just kind words. They're clues. They're seeing the discipline, the care, the quiet self-respect behind your choices. It shows not just in how you look, but how you move. The way you walk with intention, the way you lift something with ease, the way you stretch without struggle. That's not just strength, it's vitality. And vitality is incredibly attractive. Because physical care is not just about looks, it's about energy. It says, I take care of myself, I'm present, I plan to show up fully in life. Men are deeply sensitive to this. A woman who respects her body usually respects her mind, her time, and the emotional energy she brings to others. So when you walk into a space with good posture, fluid movement, and the unmistakable glow of someone who moves through life with purpose, men notice. And even if they don't always say it out loud, they admire it deeply. And number 7, men laugh at your jokes, even the slightly silly ones. If you've noticed that men often laugh at your humor, even when you think it's kind of corny or light-hearted, that's not just politeness, that's connection. Laughter isn't only about being funny, it's about chemistry, it's about comfort and emotional openness, it's about resonance. You might say something you think is just cute or quirky and he genuinely laughs. Not because the joke is groundbreaking, but because you said it. Because humor, especially playful, natural humor, is a sign of emotional intelligence. When a woman can bring lightness into a room, laugh at herself and uplift others without sarcasm or force, it shows something precious. It shows she's grounded. She's real. She doesn't need to be perfect to be beautiful. Men are drawn to women who make them feel alive, and laughter is one of the most immediate ways to feel joy. Even a silly or unexpected comment, when it comes from a woman who is warm, calm, and fully herself, lands deeply. It feels safe. It feels human. It feels close. Because when you're not trying, when you're simply being playful, kind, and honest, it's irresistible. And if you've ever seen a man truly laugh, his eyes crinkle, he covers his mouth, maybe even leans toward you without realizing, then you've just sparked something far more powerful than a shared joke. You've triggered emotional compatibility, and that's rare. Sign number 8. You begin to notice subtle flirting gestures aimed at you. This one is the quiet crown jewel, and it often takes a woman who's deeply aware to notice it. As an older woman, the flirting you receive might not look like it did in your 20s. It's not loud or obvious, it's graceful, it's layered, it's intuitive. He might glance your way more than once. He may adjust his stance or fix his shirt when he notices you looking. He may compliment something very specific. Your laugh, your voice, the way you carry yourself, or he mirrors your posture. You lean to one side, he does the same. You cross your legs, and moments later, so does he. That's mirroring, a subconscious sign of connection. Then there's touch, sometimes subtle, a hand brushing yours, a light touch on your back, standing just a bit closer than necessary. These aren't random, they're primal, they're instinctive gestures of interest. And when a man is attracted to a mature woman, he often uses body language to signal connection without words. A lingering glance, a smile that lasts just a little too long, a compliment followed by eye contact that holds, a hand resting near yours on the table. These are not coincidences, these are invitations. And when a woman is emotionally present and tuned into these subtleties, she begins to see that attraction is always speaking, even in silence. Number 9. He remembers the small things you say. Have you ever mentioned something casually? A story from your childhood, a favorite place, the way you take your coffee, and then heard him bring it up days or weeks later? That's not forgettable. That's emotional imprinting. That's interest. The little things. It means he's truly listening because your words matter to him. He's mentally saving pieces of you, tucking them away like small treasures. Why? Because he cares, and more importantly, he's emotionally invested. This goes far beyond casual interest. It's a sign that something about your energy made him feel connected, even if he hasn't fully said it yet. It also shows something deeper, respect. And in real attraction, respect is the quiet root beneath everything that lasts. When he remembers your favorite drink and brings it to you without needing to ask. When he recalls your pet's name, your weekend plans, or a quote you once mentioned in passing. He's not just being kind, he's flirting with memory. And that's powerful. Because attraction isn't always loud. Sometimes it's soft, deliberate, and unforgettable. Sign number 10. He finds reasons to spend time with you. When a man is drawn to you, he doesn't always say it outright, but you'll feel it in his actions. He doesn't just stumble into time with you, he creates it. Maybe he shows up early to something he knows you'll attend. Maybe he offers to help with something you could easily do yourself. Maybe he starts taking interest in your routines, your favorite places, your hobbies, even if they're far from his own. That's not a coincidence. That's attraction expressed through presence. A quiet wish to be close, to share space, to experience you in the simple rhythms of life. He may ask to join you for coffee, offer to run errands together, or help with a project that didn't really need help. But the real reason? He just wants to be around you. He enjoys the feeling of being near you, how you make him feel, seen, respected, calm, maybe even cherished. Time is one of the most valuable gifts we can offer. And when a man begins weaving you into his schedule, when he shows up not just for plans but for moments, it's a clear sign that he's drawn to your energy, not just to what you say or do, but to who you are when you're around him. That quiet effort, that intentional closeness, it's more than attraction, it's the start of something much more meaningful. So let's take a moment to reflect. You've just moved through 10 powerful signs that show you're still very much magnetic, whether or not you've fully noticed. And if there's one thing I hope you hold on to, it's this. Your beauty, your worth, your presence, they aren't fading, they're evolving. With every passing year you've deepened, you've gained clarity, strength, softness, and self-knowing. The world may try to tell women that beauty belongs only to youth, but the truth is, real beauty lives in confidence, in wisdom, in authenticity, and grace. Now pause. Ask yourself, how many of these signs have quietly shown up in your life? Which ones surprised you? Which ones felt like a reflection of who you truly are, underneath the noise? Leave a comment below, share your story, your thoughts, or just a simple one if this message resonated with your heart. And if you found value here, like the video, subscribe, and tap the bell icon, because this journey into self-awareness and quiet strength is only beginning. There's so much more ahead of us. Thank you for being here. And remember, an attractive woman is not defined by the mirror. She's defined by how she walks through the world, how she makes others feel, and how deeply she owns her presence. And by that standard, you might be far more radiant than you've ever realized. We'll see you in the next one. And maybe, just maybe, this message reached you on a day you needed it most. A day where you questioned your reflection, second-guessed your worth, or felt like the world was moving too fast without noticing your presence. If so, let this be your reminder. Your value is not based on how loudly you shine, but how deeply you glow. You don't need to compete with youth,